is my attaché, Guy Buttersnaps, aka the Heater.
Now that Messi's move to PSG is confirmed, let's look at how they could use Messi in their current team. Now, from this transfer window, and now that PSG have got Messi, it's pretty much the the idea that PSG cannot lose the Champions League. This is their year. They have to win it. Failure is no longer an option when you have a team like this. You sign Ramos on a free, Wijnaldum on a free, Hakimi, Messi on a free, Donnarumma on a free. Failure is no longer an option, and there are no excuses. You have to win with this team. Now, I wanted to look at the two ways they could use a player like Messi, based off, his career and the different positions that he's played. Now, using this little diagram over here, that's how I'm going to actually show, how they could use a player like Messi, things like that. The thing over here highlighted in gold is going to be Messi, and then all the other players are, normal colors. I just want to highlight Messi because obviously he's the main one I want to talk about. By playing Messi in this right wing position, it allows him to play that, that position that he's played for the past couple of years where, he's the more creative element out on the right. He has obviously Neymar out on the left who can be a goal scorer. He's someone who can, make the runs into this position, and then you have a player like Mbappe who can also, play with Messi by going, into here and then maybe playing like quick 1-2s, or even he himself can make those runs, and then these, this triangle midfield here can move up, and then you have your fullbacks moving up. And then, you can play like the traditional style that PSG have played where they like to play the ball around, but they're really heavy on the counter. Now, this, style of, putting Messi out on the right wing, it's not his best position, in my opinion. I think Messi was best when he was playing his center forward role for Barcelona, and Guardiola was still there, because it gives him a lot more creativity and it utilizes him a lot more than placing him out on the right. Because if you put him out on the right, you can't necessarily expect him, he won't make those runs into the middle, because he'll be playing with the right back that's here, playing, 1-2s, with this guy, and then he makes that run, and then you have your strikers flooding the box into here. So it takes away a lot of his, not a lot, but it takes away the the amount of work that he can do. Now, I think if you put Messi at the center forward role, PSG are deadly. This is actually, I think, their best opportunity to, to win with this team. The reason I say that is because look at who they have on the wings. They have a player like, Mbappe. Mbappe can play right wing. He's a creative player. He's a good finisher. He has pace. He can play great on the counter. Neymar, another player who's great on the dribble, can play deep. He doesn't need to necessarily play as high up as Mbappe, or he doesn't need to play as narrow as Mbappe. Like Mbappe can play maybe in this position, if they knock the ball over from the goalkeeper, all the way over here. He can shield it, and then he can either spread it to here or pull it back while the fullback makes a run up here, whatever it is. So it allows Messi to actually have more of a creative influence and more of a lethal, component. Like Messi's greatest goal-scoring years came from when he was playing in this position. Neymar is, he'd be playing in his same position. He'd be playing out on the left here. And Mbappe is someone who actually, when he was playing at Monaco, he would move around and play on either the left wing, right wing, usually the left wing, but because he's right-footed, but he can play out on the right. We've seen it with France when they were using him in the World Cup in 2018. He was effective in playing that counter-attacking role from anywhere. So I think it would do a lot of good for PSG to play Messi in this role, because Messi can, he can get the ball from deep. He can get it from these, three midfield players right here, and kind of, play amongst them three. And then meanwhile, you have your two, wing players here who can either play, they can make a deep run, or they can play a 1-2 with you, and then boom, Messi makes that run. Same thing with Neymar over here. He can either play 1-2 with Messi, and then Messi can make the spaces, can make the runs into this space, or Neymar can play creatively, get out onto the wing. And then on top of that, they also have their fullbacks who like to press up high, and then their center back. This three here where they have, Ramos, Kimpembe, and Verratti. Them three would also press up, higher up the pitch as this little triangle. So it would do Barcelona, or sorry, not Barcelona. It goes to show that I'm not used to Messi being on a team that isn't Barcelona. But I think it would do PSG a lot of good to actually play Messi in the center forward role, and I think this would give them the biggest chance to win the Champions League. It would make them more lethal, more effective. It would bring out the best in Messi, because people don't realize this, that they always talk about Messi being a great goal scorer while being a provider. They don't know about how good Messi was during the Guardiola era. That was really what he really was. Messi was a goal scorer early on in his career. He wasn't as much of a creative element as he is now, because he lost players like Iniesta, Xavi, Neymar. He lost players like David Villa. So people really don't know that Messi really was a genuine goal scorer early on in his career. I think this would be their best style of play to help them, win the Champions League, by playing Messi in that center forward role. Now, let me know what you think in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, share it, and thanks for watching.